Check, 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 2, 3, check, check. Good.
Hello. All right. Check, 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 check.
That is not mine. Hello, today, everyone, students of Jackson High School, DJ Mapes. Back there looking like a stud. JK, not really. Kathy Lord, it's my favorite person ever. I'd kiss her if she wasn't married. Sit down.
Okay, thank you. Wow, what a beginning to a story. Can you believe that? Well, I am sorry I have to start the story off with such a terrible event as a mother and father being swallowed up by an escaped rhinoceros. But, you see, I just had to tell you. It's because of this event that the story happened. Life was great for our hero, James Henry Trotter. Well, until this happened to his parents. Well, now, he was sent away to live with his two aunts, Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker.
Are you my Auntie Sponge?
Unfortunately.
Well, good day.
Good. Well, what's good about it, you disgusting little beast? Your parents selfishly get you, leaving us to bring up their brats, and you call it a good day. It's a bad day. A revolting day. Spider, look at the cat sings up. What cat? We haven't got a cat.
Oh, it's you, you little turtle.
Hello, Aunt Spiker.
Shut your face! Speak when you're spoken to. And what's this?
My teddy?
Well, you won't need that. No teddies, no toys, no treats from now on. Get inside and get to work.
Yes, clear the floor and wash potatoes.
Make the dishes and wash the beds.
No! Go!
I am sorry to point out, but I must. James and he are both really horrible people. They were selfish and lazy and cruel. And as you can see, right from the start, they began beating poor James for almost no reason at all. They never called him by his real name, but instead referred to him as, "You miserable creature," or "You filthy nuisance." And they took away his teddy and never gave him any books to look at or read. His room was bare as a prison cell. James worked and waited hand and foot on his aunts, who never said please and never said thank you. James had no games and played no friends. But, well, they lived. Aunt Sponge, Aunt Spiker, and now James as well, in a queer ramshackle house right on top of a high hill in the south of England. It was so high, from almost anywhere in the garden, James could look down and see for miles and miles across a marvelous landscape of woods and fields. And on a very clear day, if you looked in the right direction, right over there, you could see a tiny grey dot far away on the horizon, which was the house that he used to live in with his beloved mother and father. And just beyond that was the sea itself, a long, thin line of blackish blue ink just beneath the rim of the sky. But then there came a morning when something rather peculiar happened to him. It all started on a blazing hot day in the middle of summer. James had been put to work as usual. This time he was raking leaves and chopping wood for the kitchen stove. Aunt Sponge and Aunt Spiker were sitting comfortably in deck chairs nearby, sipping tall glasses of fizzy lemonade and watching James to make sure he didn't stop working for 1 second. Let's take a closer look at what's happening.
James, what are you doing?
Nothing, Aunt.
Nothing? How dare you do nothing?
You lazy little lumper. Oh, well,
Laziness!
do something.
Chop some wood for the kitchen stove.
But it's hot.
Hot. What rot? I'm deliciously cool.
And I'm coolly delicious.
'Cause I'm doing all the work.
I beg your pardon.
I said, I'll get on with my work.
Go on then. Chop, chop.
Very good one, Sponge dear. Chop, chop. Go on, James, chop!
We'll lock you in the cellar for a fortnight.
Before the other rats.
Very good, Spiker dear. Scrubby little rat. Oh, how fortunate he is to have such an attractive aunt.
Yes, thank you, Sponge dear.
Not you, Spiker dear. What?
Ta!
What?
Ha!
I look and smell, I do declare, as lovely as rose. Just feast your eyes upon my face, observe my shapely nose. Behold my heavenly silky locks, and if I take off both my socks, you'll see my dainty toes.
But don't forget, my dear old Sponge, how your tummy shows. Huh? Why, Sponge, you're red, go soak your head. My sweet, you cannot win. Behold my gorgeous curvy shape, my teeth, my charming grin. Oh, beauteous me, how I adore my radiant looks, and please ignore the pimple on my chin.
My dear old trout, to the world I'll shout, you're only bones and skin.
James, chop faster!
Such loveliness as I possess can only truly shine. In Hollywood, I do declare, oh, wouldn't that be fine? I'd capture all the nation's hearts and give me all the leading parts to start with all resign.
I think you'd make, without mistake, a lovely Frankenstein.
Rex! Come here! Don't touch me! Yes!
Is that the seashore? Way down at the bottom of the hill? I do believe those are my friends playing by the sea. Do you think we could visit the seashore?
Not when there's work to be done.
Oh, now wait.
James, run inside and grab the picnic basket from the fridge there. Lovely bits, perfect for the beach.
Yes, Mum.
I'm not your mum.
She's dead. Oh, you did pack extra sandwiches for the beach, didn't you?
I did. Oh, a day at the beach sounds delightful. All those men showing off all those muscles.
And sandwiches.
We'll change into bathing costumes at the beach. Now what else should we... Ah! I've walked into a blooming spider's web. It's all over me.
I told you that peach tree was full of vermin.
Don't just sit there gawking at yourself. Come help me.
Spikers! Don't move! There's a huge, horrible-looking spider on top of your head!
Get it off me! Get it off me!
Quit moving! Come here, stupid boy. Gotcha.
Thanks, mate. Let's. You will take this ox and chop down that rotten old tree.
And kill every single growing thing you find.
I thought we were going to the seaside to see my friends.
Why, you lazy, good-for-nothing brute!
Beat him!
I certainly will! I shall beat you later on in the day when I don't feel so hot. And now get out of my sight, you disgusting little worm, and give me some peace. Come, Sponges, I'll race you to the beach.
Oh, Spikers, you know I'm built for comfort, not for speed.
But I've got the sandwiches.
Ooh, give me that. Yes, give me that. Give me. Spiker, give me it.
Hear these? There is more magic in these little green things than in all of the rest of the world combined.
What are they?
That you would never guess. Oh, they're crocodile tongues! 1,000 long, slimy crocodile tongues boiled up in the skull of a dead witch for 30 days and nights. Add the gizzard of a pig, the fingers of the young monkey, and the beak of a green parrot, and 3 spoonfuls of sugar, and you let the moon do the rest. Take them. They're yours. water and put every single one of those green things in there. Every last one. And add 10 hands from your head. After that, the mixture will begin to froth and bubble furiously. So you must drink it all down, the whole jug, in one gulp. You will feel a churning and a boiling in your stomach, and steam may come out of your mouth. But then marvelous things will happen. Fabulous, unbelievable things. And you will never be sad again in your life. Because you are sad, aren't you? Oh, you needn't tell me. I already know. However, if you happen to lose even a single one of those little green things, you will not get the full effect of their magic. Whatever they touch first, be it animal, insect, bug, or plant, that is what gets the full effect of the magic, and not you. So go! Go! Now it is imperative!
Oh, no. What am I going to do? Oh, I suppose I'll just try to pick them, yes. I can't get them. They burrowed into the ground. There's nothing to burrow into except the roots of the old peach tree and earthworms and centipedes and that sort of thing.
Get up at once, you lazy little brute! Get up and finish chopping down this awful thing!
Why don't we just lower the boy down the well in a bucket and leave him there for the night? Better just enough to laze around like this the whole day long.
Very good idea, my dear Sponge, but let's make him finish chopping down the tree first. Be off with you at once, you hideous brat, and do some work. Stop! Stop at once, you miserable creature! Sponge. Sponge, come over here and look at this.
At what?
Peach. Right up there on the highest branch. Can't you see it?
You're teasing me, Spiker. You're making my mouth water on purpose. There's nothing put into it. Why, that tree's never had a blossom on it, let alone a peach.
Well, there's one on it now. You look for yourself.
Very funny. Ha, ha, ha. You think it's funny to tease me? Oh, good gracious me, there really is a peach up there. Hey, you, come over here and climb this tree. I want you to get that peach up there in the highest branch. Can you see it?
Yes, Auntie, I can see it.
And don't you dare think you can have any of it yourself. Now, Spike and I are going to have between us, right here now, half each. Now go on, Witchy, up you go.
Stop at once, you toad!
What's the matter with you?
It's growing. It's getting bigger and bigger.
Well, what is?
The peach, of course.
Why, Spikers, that's perfectly ridiculous. That's impossible. That can't be. But, great Scott, they really is growing!
Great Caesar's ghost, I can actually see the thing bulging and swelling before my very eyes.
Will it ever stop growing?
Get away from the trunk, you stupid boy. The slightest shake and the peach will fall off and break.
I can't believe it. The branches are breaking. It's pitching back down, but it's not breaking.
Hallelujah, what a peach.
It's beautiful. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Shut up, you little twerp.
It's none of your business.
It's our peach.
Terrific, magnificent, splendific, and waterly. It's ripe. It's just perfect. Now see here, Spikers. Why don't we go get a couple of shovels and carve out a great big hunk of it for you and me to eat?
No, not yet.
But I can't wait to eat some.
My dear Sponge, there is a pile of money to be made out of this. If only we can handle it right. You wait and see.
Here in the normally sleepy part of the English countryside, people are storming up the steep hill, coaches dropping them off. Well, I'm sorry if you can't hear me over the loud sound of the helicopters circling for a better view. Here they come. Let's ask them what's going on. Hello, everyone. So, what's going on? A peach? Why, what's so special about a peach? A giant peach. That's the story, and the gates are about to open.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, roll up and see the eighth wonder of the world. Just 1 shilling to see the world's
only under 2
largest peach.
Yes, world's largest peach. You
You there, come back, you haven't paid.
Well, hey, it's going to cost you double to bring in that camera.
That's okay.
We don't care. We're here to get the scoop.
You see, viewers of the Morning Star don't know who you are, but they surely will. Now, you've got something notable, so give them something quotable.
Tell the Herald all the juice. Exclusives get more cash. Girls, what would you say?
To an expose?
Okay.
So tell us one thing. How did it get so big?
Well, we are very keen gardeners.
Yes, it's a reward for our lashing to TLC.
Tender love and care.
We are the ladies of the Garden Guild, and we are humbled and thrilled to be here. We've come to salute your fabulous fruit and invite you to our conference at the end of May.
We will pay you 10,000 each if you give the keynote speech on that giant peach.
Yes, yes, yes!
And I got to defend it in the manner God says he's from Hollywood.
Hollywood!
Love it, work it, get rich. They greenlit my pitch for your show. Shoot it, air it, rave reviews. You're oozing with mass appeal. Girls, how would you feel with a 3-picture deal?
Yes, please!
Sweetie,
Baby,
cookie, honey. Sweetie,
baby.
cookie, honey. Just skip the tiny print. Let's make a deal and make a mint.
Sign the line at every X, and you'll receive those weekly checks.
And if your films don't get the go, we'll just throw you in some Broadway show. Sweetie,
Baby.
cookie,
Honey,
We can finally forget our care.
We're gonna be gajillionaires!
gajillionaire.
Baby.
Cookie,
honey,
sweetie, baby, cookie, honey, sweetie, baby, cookie, honey, sweetie, baby, cookie, honey, sweetie, baby.
Stop! Stop!
You're spending all your money. Go, get away. Scram. Go, no more pictures, that's it.
Sponge, get something to put this in.
I know. Won't need this no more. Get rid of that poor little boy of ours.
I'd have him come clean up the mess out here, but I don't trust him with our cash.
That's true. Probably be sticking his grubby little fingers in my half.
Your half.
Well, yes, my half.
What makes you think you're getting off?
Well, I'm the one that took the boy up there to go get the peach.
You're the one who tried to get him to pick it before it was done growing.
Well, how was I supposed to know it wasn't done growing?
Well, you ain't getting any of mine.
I'm getting half.
A quarter.
Try again.
5. 20. 600. 506. 507.
2 for you, 2 for me, 2 for you.
Don't interrupt! 500. You made me lose count, wretch!
Hey, aren't you glad we put bars on James's window?
That disgusting little brute would only get in our way if we let him wander about.
Can you believe he complained that he was lonely just because he hasn't seen the other children for years and years? It's like, what?
What a nerve! Here we are, just about to become gajillionaires. Only thing he can think of is himself.
Well, Spikey, it seems everybody's gone home. Maybe we should close up for tonight.
I reckon you're right. I'll go get the brat and make him come clean up the mess out here.
You know, he's probably going to want something to eat since he hasn't had anything all day.
Well, he'd better not ask. We're too busy to make food. We have to count our money. Freak! Brat! Wake up, twat! I have something for you to do immediately!
Gee, it's really dark out here tonight. I don't even hear a sound. It's so strangely quiet. Aunt Spica says that all I do is think of myself. Maybe she's right. Boy, am I hungry.
Can you imagine how James feels right now? I've been alone in a dark, quiet night. Well, here was where James knows. He can feel it in his bones that something stranger than ever is about to happen to him. He is sure of it. He can feel it coming.
Everything is so different. Suddenly, the whole place seems to be alive with magic. Wow, it feels very soft and warm, like the skin of a baby mouse. Wait a moment. There's a hole in the side. Something what a fox might make. Wait a moment. This isn't just a hole. It's a tunnel. And these walls are damp and murky. And it tastes like peach juice dripping from the ceiling. Mmm, delicious. Now it's going uphill, towards the very center. Ouch! What was that? It felt like a solid wall, except very jagged and full of deep grooves. Wait a moment. I know what that was. It's the stone in the middle of the peach. And here is what appears to be a door cut into the face of the stone. There. It swung open. What's this light?
Look who's here.
We've been waiting for you.
Oh, no, no.
I'm hungry.
I'm famished.
So am I.
We're all hungry. We need food. Aren't you hungry?
What's the matter with you, boy? You look positively ill.
He looks as though he's going to faint any second. Oh my goodness, the poor thing. I do believe he thinks it's him we are wanting to eat.
Oh, dear.
What an awful thought. You mustn't be frightened. We would never dream of hurting you. You are one of us now, didn't you know that? You're one of the crew. We're all in the same boat.
Yes, we've been waiting for you all day long, and we thought you were never going to make it, but we're glad you did.
So cheer up, boy, cheer up. And meanwhile, I'd wish you'd come over here and give me a hand with these boots. It takes me hours to get them all off by myself.
Well, of course.
Why does she always have to take off her boots?
Make sure you separate them into 2 piles. Back in my day, we only had 1 pile, and it was much, much harder.
Oh yes, it is much easier that way.
Left and right, James.
I don't know my lefts and rights.
You're going to have to learn quickly.
Well, Earthworm, you know, if you had boots, you would want to take them off too.
But I don't.
Well,
I don't have any legs.
2 more.
you have to forgive me for my lack of eyesight.
Thank
At
you.
least you have an eyesight.
There. Thank you. You are very kind.
Well, you do have a lot of boots.
I have a lot of legs and a lot of feet. 100 to be exact.
I am a centipede, you know.
There she goes again. She simply cannot stop telling lies about her legs. She's only got 42. The trouble is, most people don't bother to count them. And anyway, there's nothing marvelous, you know, centipede, about having a lot of legs.
Poor Earthworm. He's blind, you know. He can't see how splendid I look.
Well, in my opinion, the really marvelous thing is to have no legs at all and to be able to walk just the same.
You call that walking? You're a slitherer. That's all you are. You just slither along.
I glide.
You're a slimy beast.
I am not a slimy beast. I am a useful, much-loved creature. Ask any gardener you like. And as for
You?
Oh, leave him alone, Earthworm.
You will have to excuse Earthworm. He's in a bit of a mood today. His sister was used as fish bait yesterday. Oh, pardon me. My name's Ladybug.
Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Centipede. I am the best dancer in the room. Well, unless you count old green grasshopper, but he's much too old to be dancing any longer.
Young fellow, I am the old green grasshopper, who is rather old, but I can dance, and I'm a musician. Go.
Well done, old green grasshopper. In case you have not guessed by now, my name is Spider.
James. Your name is James, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, James, have you ever seen such a marvelous, colossal centipede as myself?
I certainly haven't. How on earth did you get to be like that?
Very peculiar. Very peculiar indeed. You see, I was messing about in the garden under the old peach tree, and suddenly a funny little green thing squiggled past my nose.
But I know what that was.
It happened to me, too.
And me, there were little green things everywhere. The soil was full of them.
I couldn't see it, but I think I might have actually swallowed one.
So did I.
I swallowed 3. But who's telling this story anyhow? Don't interrupt me.
Oh, not now, Centipede. Why don't you get upstairs and get started?
What's going on up there?
Well, in case you don't know it, we are about to depart from the top of this hill that we've lived on for so long. We are going to roll away inside this great, beautiful peach to a land of...
Of what?
Well, we're not really sure yet, but nothing could be worse than this desolate hill with those 2 repulsive ants of yours.
Hear, hear. James, you may not have noticed it yet, but the whole garden, even before it reaches the steep edge of the hill, happens to be on a steep slope. Therefore, the only thing that has been keeping this very peach from rolling and rolling and rolling away is the thick stem attaching it to this very tree. Break that stem and off we go.
I've done it. We're off. Our journey begins.
And who knows where it will end. And well, if you have anything to do with it, it could only mean trouble.
Oh, nonsense. We are now about to visit the most marvelous places and see the most wonderful things. Isn't that so, Centipede?
There's no knowing what we shall see. We may see a creature with 49 heads who lives in the desolate snow. And whenever he catches a cold which he dreads, he'll have 49 noses to blow.
We may see a dragon, and nobody knows that we won't see a unicorn there.
Ooh, we may see a terrible monster with toes growing from the tops of his hair.
Ha ha! We may see the sweet little bitty bright hen, so playful, so kind and well-bred.
It's just beautiful eggs. You just boil them and then they explode and they blow off your head.
But who cares? Let us go from this horrible hill. Let us roll, let us blow, let us plunge. Let's go rolling and bowling and spinning until we're away from old Spiker and Sponge.
Wonderful.
Spiker, why'd we have to wake up so early? Why, it's still dark outside.
Well, if an early bird catches the worm, 2 early aunts will catch the suckers.
Wait, what do you mean? I don't get it.
Money! M-O-N-E-Y! We shall make a fortune today. Just look at all those people coming up the hill.
Well, I wonder what happened to that horrid little boy of ours last night. He never came back in, did he?
He probably fell down in the dark and broke his leg.
Or his neck, maybe.
Just wait till I get my hands on him. That little brat will never want to stay out alone in the dark all night again by the time I've finished with him. Good gracious me, what's that awful noise?
Oh, dear. Spiky, I know this may sound silly, But it looks as if the fence is breaking. And
Are you ill, Sponge? Are you?
The pigeon.
Oh, no.
Where's my
I wonder what that noise was. Well, anyway, you'll never believe it. The giant peach is still moving. It's rolling and bouncing on a steep slope at a very terrific pace. It's going faster and faster, and suddenly the people climbing the hill have caught sight of it, plunging down upon them. They're screaming and scattering from right to left. It's just knocked over a telegraph pole and flattened 2 parked cars. It's now rushing madly about across 20 fields. Just look at all those cows and sheep and horses and pigs stampeding in all directions. Hey, you would scatter too if a giant peach were plunging down upon you. Wouldn't you? No, it's rolling right through the village. Just went through one of the giant walls of the Wonka chocolate factory. There's now a warm river of melted chocolate flowing through every street in the village. Will it ever stop? But I mean, why should it? A round object would always keep rolling as long as it's on a downhill slope. No, but the sea, surely the peach and all of its occupants are going to end up there, right? No, I know James wanted to visit the seaside, but somehow I don't think that's what he had in mind. No, it's heading right for those towering white cliffs. They are the most famous in the whole of England. They are hundreds of meters high, and below them the sea is deep and cold and hungry. Many ships and men have been lost forever on this part of the coast. No, it's only 100 meters away. No, now 50, now 20, now 10. No, it's only 5 meters away. It's gone over. Down, 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 smack. No, what a colossal splash. It sank like a stone. Wait, I see something right over there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The peach floats.
Give us some light.
Yes, Glowworm, give us some light.
Glowworm? I've never met a glowworm in here before.
That's because he's always up on the slimy ceiling. That lazy beast. Although, now that you mention it, he doesn't look much like a worm, does he?
I am not a worm. And I am not a he either. I am simply a lady firefly whose wings have not yet fully grown out.
Big deal, big deal. Give us some light.
I'm trying. I'm doing my best. Please be patient. There.
Some great Johnny.
And I shall never be the same again.
Nor I. It's taken years off my life.
But, my friends, we are there.
But where is there?
I don't know, but I bet it's somewhere good.
We're probably at the bottom of a coal mine.
We're probably in a beautiful country filled with songs and music.
We're probably by the seaside with lots of other children on the sand for me to play with.
Pardon me, but am I wrong in thinking that we seem to be bobbing up and down?
Bobbing up and down. What on else do you mean?
Oh, Ladybug, you're still just dizzy from the journey. Is everyone ready to go upstairs and have a look around?
No, no. I cannot show myself outside without my boots. We must put my boots on first.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Let's not go through all this nonsense again.
Let's all lend Centipede a hand and get it over with. Come on.
I'll take the back.
Here?
Why aren't you
She
helping?
always has to take off the ring.
She called me a he.
Why did she always...
Now, James, it's all really simple. You see, when you're putting on boots, you have to consider which side of Centipede you are putting them on. Because on the left side, in order to apply them properly, you must take the cosine of the...
7!
The derivative function of both sides of the legs. And in order to put the left side boots on, you must multiply the reciprocal of the sine by the
My
cosine
father told me it was easy as 1, 2, 3.
Oh, well, your father doesn't know that much about mathematics, now does he?
I think he can put on boots just fine.
At least I know how to do it properly. Believe we have it all. Really, James, it's simple calculus.
must you take your boots on and off and on and off?
Okay, we all done.
Here we go, boys, the promised land.
I can't wait to see it.
Oh, but this is impossible.
I told you we were bobbing up and down.
We're in the middle of the sea.
But where are the fields?
The
England?
promised
Where
land.
are the woods?
Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I find that we seem to be in a awkward situation. Yes.
Awkward? We're finished. I may be blind, but that much I can see quite clearly. And it's surely all that boy's fault.
Well, what about your boots, Centipede?
I can't swim without my boots.
No.
I can't swim with them on.
I can't swim at all.
No.
Can I?
Dear.
But you won't have to swim. Look, we're floating beautifully. And sooner or later, a boat is bound to come along and pick us up.
Are you sure we're not sinking? I'd rather not take the word of a human on this matter. Humans are known for killing our kind. It could be a trap.
Earthworm, stop being so vindictive. James seems to be a very nice human. He has not tried to squish a single one of us.
Yes, the boy is quite right, you know. After all, we are floating beautifully. Now, what we must all do is we must all sit down and keep perfectly calm. Everything will be all right in the end.
Nothing is ever all right in the end. And, well, you know it.
Poor Earthworm. He loves to make everything into a disaster. He hates to be happy.
Well, if this ship is not going to sink, and if we're not going to drown, then each one of us is going to starve to death instead.
No.
By golly, he's right. For once, he's right.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. We shall get thinner and thinner and thirstier and thirstier. I'm slowly shriveling up for want of food already. Personally, I'd rather drown.
But you must be blind.
James.
Blind? You know very well that I'm blind. There's no need to rub it in.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that, but can't you see that we...
See? How am I supposed to see if I'm blind?
Can't you realize that we have enough food here to last us for weeks and weeks?
Where, James?
The peach.
Jumping Jehoshaphat.
We never thought of that.
You must be crazy. You can't eat the ship. It's the only thing keeping us up.
But we shall starve to death if we don't.
We shall drown if we do.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear, now we're worse off than before.
No, it would take us weeks and weeks to make any sort of dent in this enormous peach. Surely you can see that.
Well, by golly, he's right again.
An excellent idea.
What are you looking so worried about, Earthworm? What's the problem?
Well, you see, the problem is that there is no problem. I still just don't trust
Oh,
him.
come on, Earthworm.
Eat, Earthworm.
Here you go. Why, it's delicious.
Just fabulous.
You know, James, this peach tastes even better than those tiny little green flies that live on rose bushes.
And flies will never as good as this.
What a flavor. It's terrific. There's nothing like it, and there never has been. I would know, because I've personally tasted the finest foods in all the world.
Here we go again.
Look. Look at those funny, thin black things gliding through the water over there. Look.
There are two of them.
2, 3.
There are lots of them.
What are they?
Oh, I believe they seem to be some friendly fish coming along to say hello. That's what they are, yes.
They're sharks. I'll bet you anything they're sharks,
No.
and they've come along to
No.
eat us.
No, they can't be sharks.
Don't
No.
think. What absolute rot.
I am positive they're sharks.
No, they can't be
I just know that they are sharks.
Sharks!
Surely not.
The most vicious, most savage, most bloodthirsty fish in the sea. They'll eat anything.
Oh, dear.
Ahem. Assuming that they are sharks, there can't be any real danger if we stay up here. Now is there?
Look! They're all swimming in towards us.
Oh, no.
Get over
Oh, no.
Look at the
Get out
size
of
of
here.
them.
Go on.
Oh dear, still attacking, but they will eat up the whole beach. There'll be nothing left for us to stand on, and then they will start on us.
She's right. We are lost forever.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't want to be eaten. But they're going to start on me because I'm so
Oh.
fat and juicy and I have no bone.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we are sinking.
Is there nothing we can do? Surely you can think of a way out of this?
There is something I do believe we might try. I'm not saying it'll work.
Tell us.
Tell us quickly. Yes, we'll try anything you say, James.
The seagulls.
Seagulls, he says. James, this is no time for bird watching. We need ideas.
I forgot. It won't work. We need hundreds of meters of string to make this work.
Well, what's as long as my sled?
Can you make enough?
As much as you want,
And quickly.
of course.
And would it be strong?
The strongest, Sally.
Why, James? What are we going to do?
We're going to lift this peach out to the water.
But, James, that's absurd.
You are mad. I say we throw him overboard to the sharks. Perhaps that will appease them enough until we can escape.
Go on, James. How would you do it?
James, answer us this question. How can a few seagulls lift an enormous peach like this up into the air with all of us as well?
Well, I would take one end of the silken strand and loop it around its neck. And then I would take the other end and loop to the stem of the peach. It's like balloons.
Yes.
If you give a man enough balloons to hold, and I mean really enough, then up he goes. And seagulls have far more lifting power than a balloon.
Yes, that's
Only
true.
if we have the time to do it.
Yes, we need the time.
You are absolutely off your head. How on earth do you propose to get a loop of string around a seagull's neck?
Dear.
I suppose you're just going to what? Fly up there yourself and catch it?
It does seem highly improbable, James.
Let him finish. How are you going to do it?
With bait.
Bait? What sort of bait?
With a worm, of course. Seagulls love worms, didn't you know that? And luckily for us, we have here the biggest, fattest, juiciest earthworm.
You can
That's it.
stop right there.
Go
on,
on,
James,
hurry.
go on.
The seagulls have already spotted him. That's why there's so many circling around. But they daren't come down to get him while the rest of us are here. So this is what...
Stop. I won't do it. I told you would kill us.
My dear earthworm, you're going to be eaten alive. So what's the difference if it's by sharks or by seagulls?
I won't do it.
Well, why don't we hear what the plan is first?
I don't give a hoot and a half what this plan is. I'm not going to let some human use me as bait so that I can be pecked to death by a bunch of seagulls.
You will be a martyr. I shall respect you for the rest of my life.
But you won't have to give his life. Now listen to me. This is what we'll do.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, they're trying to kill me. I'm too young
Why,
to die.
James, that's brilliant.
I won't do it. Oh, I shall be pecked to death.
Of course you won't.
I will. I just know I will. And I won't even be able to see them coming because I have no eyes.
I won't let them touch you. I promise I won't. But we've got to hurry. Look down there. Action stations, jump to it. And centipede, help spider start spinning at once. Spin like you've never spun before.
Yes, James. We must hurry.
Magic show! World's best magic show! Go, go. Oh, yes, right. Okay, now to start off our show, we will need one volunteer from the audience. Let's see. Let's see here. Come on up, yes, yes, join the party. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, give a round of applause. Right up this way, yes. Now, what I want you to do is come over here and lay on the floor. Just, yeah, on your stomach would be great. Okay, now, I'm going to start you off with a real doozy. I'm going to cut the man in half.
Sponge! What on earth are you doing? You're going to kill that man! That's terrible for business.
I didn't know.
Get off the ground! What are you doing?
Get up now, get up. Give him a round of applause. Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Yes. Well, if you're so good at picking people, then you go do it.
Fine, I will. How about this one?
No, you can do better. I can smell him from here.
That one?
No, no.
Oh, come on.
How about this one?
They're gonna have to do. Bring them up.
Come on, we ain't got all day.
Well, come on,
I'm working on it.
Okay, now we're going to do the old classic card trick. Now pick any card that you would like, but make sure it's that one. Yes, now, memorize your card. Got it? I'll show the audience so they all know it's magic.
It's magic.
Yes. Okay, now, take that card and
Add the number to your social security number.
and say that out loud so we all know
So
it's
we all
magic.
know it's magic.
Okay,
Your bank pin will do as well. Credit card number.
I don't have a credit card.
okay, that's
Okay, that's fine, that's
okay,
fine. That's
okay.
fine. Watch out.
Put that card back. We don't need that card. Now, pick another card. Now, is this your card?
No.
Yes, it is. It's magic. Yeah! Lovely!
Ah, yes.
Wonderful job.
Now if you would all stand up, we've left a special surprise under all your chairs. Sponge, you see anything good?
I can't find anything good.
Look harder!
I got it! I got something we can
Go! We made all of your special gifts disappear with magic! Yeah, thank you! Take that. Now for a last trick.
We will make ourselves disappear. Whenever you're ready, Spiker.
Okay. Count to 3.
Okay.
1. My count.
Okay.
3,
2,
1.
Go! I'm going.
Go!
I'm going. This way!
Quick, before they notice we stole their things!
Do we have enough for the cruise?
It'll have to do!
To America!
America!
It's been worse, and it's been better.
Seagull, I do believe that one should do it.
This is so unfair. You guys have all ganged up on me and sided with him.
Be quiet, Earthworm. You should be thankful you're still alive. All because James had such a clever idea.
Yes, I marvel at him. Just think of it. Using earthworm as bait to gather in all of the seagulls. Why, it was a marvelous idea.
Not if you're the bait.
I'm a bit worried about the peach. I wonder how much damage those sharks have done to its underneath. It's quite impossible to tell from up here.
Well, why don't I go down over the side and make an inspection?
Oh, Spider,
It'll be
no.
no problem at all,
No,
I
that won't
assure
be
you.
necessary,
Are we
Spider.
done?
Spider, no.
Spider,
No,
Spider,
Spider. No, Spider!
Wouldn't it be dreadful if the thread broke?
Excuse me. Are you all right, Miss Spider?
Yes, thank you.
Oh, goodness.
I'm coming back up now. Is it awful?
Is it all eaten away?
Oh, there are great holes in it everywhere. You won't believe this, but the peach is almost untouched. There's hardly any damage done at all. There are a few holes here and there, but nothing more.
You must be mistaken.
Of course she's mistaken. I promise you I am not.
But there were hundreds of sharks around us.
And they churn the water into froth.
We saw their great mouths opening and shutting. I don't care what you saw. They didn't do much damage to the peach. Then why did we start sinking?
Perhaps we didn't start sinking. Perhaps we were all so frightened by the situation that we simply imagined it. Yes.
Maybe it was some sort of magic. The holes healed up by themselves.
No, I don't believe it was. I was just thinking, and you know if sharks have their mouths set awkwardly underneath their faces, they have these long, pointy noses. That would have made it more or less impossible for them to get their teeth in the side of the peach.
Why, James, that's brilliant.
I suspected as much all along.
Whatever.
Why, you can almost see forever from up here.
I beg to differ.
Earthworm, be still.
Wait a moment. Look, there's a ship below us.
Where? No, I don't see it.
James, it looks
Right
to be
there.
a big one.
Where's it at?
It's ginormous. You can even see the people on the deck.
Let's wave to them. Do you think they can see us?
I get you anything?
A double fizzy.
Bring me some popcorn. I'm nibbly.
Right away, madam.
Just a little perspective. That's all we needed.
A first-class route to New York City. How continental we are.
Ain't it grand?
Oh, Spikers, how much money do we have left?
Well, the magic show just barely paid for us to get on the boat. We just have enough to get to New York and set up the old routine. I hear Coney Island's full of suckers.
Oh, Spikes. I'm too old to be working the boardwalk.
But we ain't got a choice, Sponges. We gotta make a living.
We were so very close. If only we had lost that piece.
Seems we've lost nearly everything. The contracts, the movies, the money, all of it rolled away with that dreadful peach.
Here you are, madam.
Who did it?
What is that?
What's what?
Out there, flying above the horizon. I must fetch the captain.
Oh, dear.
What in the world is he going on about?
What is it now, boy?
Captain, look.
I don't like.
Nor do I, sir. Do you think it's following us?
I tell you, I don't like.
Or it could be dangerous.
It's a secret weapon. Holy cat! Send a message to the Queen at once. The country must be warned.
But, Captain, I can't see anything.
Can't you do anything, my boy?
Sorry. Why, there's birds everywhere.
The whole sky is teeming with birds. What in the world are they doing? Wait. There are people on it. I can see them moving. There's there appears to be a boy in short trousers. Yes, I can distinctly see a boy in short trousers.
Give me this!
Now wait just a minute.
And a colossal green grasshopper. And an enormous elf simply enormous. Never mind. This is one of those thick clouds. I suppose we'll never see it again, so crisis averted. Stand down, officer.
That was our peach!
And that was James!
James Henry Trotter! Professor Peach!
He can't hear you.
Well, then what are you going to do, Spiky?
Sponges, my dear. We've got to follow that peach!
I wonder where we will end up. Seagulls always go back to land sooner or later. So we could end up anywhere.
Didn't it seem as if those people on that ship really got excited when they saw us?
What do you mean, James?
Well, we did look a little strange.
Strange. How?
Well, what I meant was...
What he meant is that we all must have looked mighty strange to a human being. And why shouldn't we? After all, human beings have their ears attached to the sides of their heads.
But doesn't everybody?
Oh, James, my boy. Where, for example, do you think I keep my ears? My eyes are up here.
I don't know.
Right here, one on each side of my tummy.
And I suppose it might look a bit peculiar to humans that my bum lights up, but you can't imagine how convenient it is when you need a knife light.
Frankly, I think any creature with less than 8 legs is a bit peculiar.
And have you ever seen a creature with such beautiful spotty spots as mine? But of course, everyone is unique and different and beautiful in their own ways. And you know what else? Without charging a penny, I gobble up all those nasty little insects that are eating all the farmer's crops. I am the farmer's best friend.
Well, I think you're wonderful. Everybody around here seems to be very loved. How nice this is.
Not me. I'm a slimy beast, and I'm proud of it.
Here, here.
What about you, Spider? Aren't you much loved in the world?
Oh, no, I am not loved at all, and yet I do nothing but good. All day I catch flies and mosquitoes in my webs. I'm a decent person.
Well, I know you are.
'Tis very unfair the way spiders are treated. Why, only last week your Aunt Spiker flushed my poor dear mother down the drain in the sink. And then yesterday, my beloved and I were out in the garden taking a walk. and your Aunt Sponge made a sandwich out of him. I watched the whole thing. It was terrible.
But isn't it unlucky to kill a spider?
But of course it's unlucky to kill a spider. Look what happened to your two aunts after they did that. Bump! We all felt it, didn't we, as the peach went over them?
It was very satisfactory. Aunt Sponge was terribly fat.
Woo!
And tremendously flabby at that. Her tummy and waist were as soggy as paste. It was worse on the place where she sat. But along came the peach, oh, our beautiful peach, and it made her far thinner than that. Oh, someone make up another one about Spike Hill.
Yes, right here. And Spiker was thin as a wire, and dry as a bone, only drier. She was so long and thin, if you carried her in, you could use her for poking the fire. But along came the peach with a snicker.
Ha-ha.
I'll alter your figure. And ironed her out on the lawn. Oh, dear. Oh.
It's getting colder and darker. Perhaps we should all go down on their knees until tomorrow morning.
No, I find that to be unwise. I suggest that we all stay upstairs for the night. That way, if anything shall come our way through the night, we shall be ready for it. James, what on earth are those things?
Oh, I don't like this at all.
Shh! Don't let them hear you. They must be cloudmen.
Cloudmen? Oh no. I'm glad I'm blind and I can't see them, or else I'd probably scream.
I hope that they don't turn around and see us.
My, just look at them.
What are they doing?
They look very scary. Such
Very,
rhythm.
very, very frightening.
Are they getting into formation?
For what, Jane?
Time
I
will
don't know.
tell.
Dear.
There's more.
Perhaps if we keep our distance, we'll be fine.
So? Seagulls will pull us out of danger.
Oh no.
We keep coming.
There are just so many of them. Look at the way they move.
There's so many of them.
Just keep coming and coming. Look at them.
Do you think they're dangerous?
I don't know.
Oh, I hope not.
They surely look dangerous.
They even bring the cold with them.
Oh, James, what in the world are they doing?
It seems as if they're taking handfuls of cloud and rolling them in their fingers and making large white marbles. There's huge piles of marbles.
They must be absolutely mad.
Listen. I do believe they're singing something. Go on, listen. It's hailstones. They've been making hailstones and they're showering them onto the people in the world below.
Hailstones? That's ridiculous. You don't have hailstones in the summertime. I don't believe it.
Shh! Do not make so much noise.
I do not have to listen to you. You have tried to kill me more than once already today. Why, I bet they're as blind as I am deaf. You listen. Hey, idiots, nincompoops, half-witted blunderheads. What are you doing, you idiots?
Have you done it?
Get down! I was throwing them at you!
Oh, I'm a wreck. I'm wounded all over.
It serves you right.
Look. I do believe they're not throwing them anymore.
Perhaps we've left them behind. Or perhaps someone should go up and see.
Yes.
I will.
Thank you, James.
It's all clear. I can't see them anywhere.
How fast we are going all of a sudden. I wonder why.
I don't believe the seagulls liked that throwing experience we just had any more than we did.
We made it through the night.
Yes, and it shall be smooth sailing from here on.
I don't see why you're getting so excited. The main problem still remains.
Oh, is there a problem, Earthworm?
Why, yes, there is a problem.
Well, what is it?
Well,
Come on, out with it.
the problem is that...
Oh, there is no problem, Earthworm.
Oh, but there is a problem, which each one of you continue to ignore. Are you forgetting what happened to your fiancé, Spider? Or to your family, Ladybug? Or yours? Or yours? Or mine? That's right. They were all killed by humans. Oh, sure. James has come along and saved the day. And aren't we all just grateful for that? But you listen to me. One day, just like all humans, he's going to get tired of playing with us bugs. And that'll be that. Squish! Zap! We'll all be, well...
No.
Well...
Spider, start spinning at once.
Yeah.
I'm going after
Tie
him.
this around your waist.
If you feel 3 tugs, start hauling me up at once. Wish me luck.
Yes, James.
Good luck.
Oh, dear, dear, dear.
Do you think we'll ever see either of them again?
I don't care a bit about Earthworm. But Jane, he's always been so nice to me.
Oh, don't you start crying, Centipede. You'll get us all started.
The rope, it has gone slack. Oh, we're never going to see him again.
Our poor, sweet James. Wait a second. There's a tug on the rope.
Oh.
Everyone grab hold. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Pull! Pull with all your might! Excuse me. Excuse me.
That human saved me. He swam around in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean until he found me, and then that human saved me.
It was very brave of you, James.
I have a question. Couldn't we have kept Earthworm under the water for just a little longer?
Now, Centipede.
Oh, Earthworm really isn't that bad. He just misses his family.
Still think all humans are the same?
I don't know what to think anymore.
You should apologize.
I know.
Well?
I don't know how.
Look, there's land below.
Why, she's right.
It looks like rows and rows of streets and houses.
Oh, how enormous it all is.
What tremendously tall buildings. I've never seen anything like them before in England.
No, this
Do you know what those buildings are? They're skyscrapers.
Skyscrapers?
In New York.
New York?
We've crossed the ocean overnight into America.
Why, James, you don't mean it.
Oh, I've always dreamed of going to America.
Sorry.
But
How on earth are we gonna get down to Earth?
Ask James.
Well, it shouldn't be that hard. All we have to do is cut away a few strings at a time till we don't have enough to keep us up. Then down slowly and gently we'll go to Earth. Yes. Centipede, will you bite through the strings for us one at a time?
Of course. Oh, wait. I've forgotten to polish my boots. Oh. We must polish my boots before we arrive.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Can't you ever stop thinking about your...
What was that?
I do believe it was an airplane. And it came out of the cloud over there. And as it circled around, it cut through every silken strand as it went by.
Help, James!
Falling! James, you've always had the answer before. You're the only one who can save us.
Help, James!
I don't have the answer, I'm sorry. Just close your eyes, it won't be long now.
Peach, as it plummeted toward Earth, James and all of his companions clung desperately to the stem to try and save her from being flung into outer space. It was falling right in amongst the most tallest buildings at the most awful speed. Everyone poured into the streets and looked up. And they stood there staring at this giant peach falling out of the sky onto their heads. For the next 30 seconds, the whole city held its breath, waiting for the end to come. It was falling right in amongst the most awfully tall buildings at the most awful speed. Now, most of the buildings had square, flat tops, but the very tallest of them all tapered off into a large, sharp point, like an enormous needle sticking straight up into the sky. And it was precisely on top of that needle that the peach fell. There was a squelch, and the needle went in deep. And suddenly, there it was, the giant peach caught and spiked upon the very pinnacle of the Empire State Building. It was really an amazing sight. And in about 2 or 3 minutes, as soon as people below heard, they went wild with excitement. 200 firemen and 600 policemen swarmed into the buildings and went up and up and up as high as they could go, and then poured onto the observation roof, which was just at the bottom of the big spike.
You there, on top of the peach! We're here with the commander of the United States Air Force. Surrender at once!
You have 3 seconds to return our peach. 3, 2, 1. Launch the attack helicopters!
Fire the heat-seeking missiles!
James! Dear, darling, sweet nephew James!
It was very naughty of you to steal our peach. You'll
You can have the peach.
Oh, but we're here for so much more than just the peach.
That's right. We're taking our little help a monkey slave back home where he belongs.
You can run.
You can hide,
But
we're the only family you've got.
You and the peach are coming home with us forever.
After we fumigate the bugs, of course.
Here, Buggy Buggy!
Stop it! Stop it right now, you mean, nasty, horrible people. You will not hurt my family.
A peach! It's
Why, they're gone.
How do you feel, James?
I feel relieved that those two monsters can't hurt anybody ever again.
Nope. Listen, I just want to say thanks for saving my life. Thanks for saving all of our lives. You're my hero, James, and my friend.
Well, needless to say, this is where our story comes to an end. About that time, the mayor of New York showed up, made a speech of welcome, and decided there just had to be a parade throughout the city for these wonderful visitors. A procession was formed, and leading the way was James and his new family. Everyone went wild with excitement and tossed bits of paper and ticker tape at James and his companions, who all went around and shook hands and said hello to everyone. While all that was going on, men with cranes and hooks quickly hoisted the peach off of the remains of Spike and Sponge and quickly swept them away. But there was, of course, a little bit of peach juice all over the street. But no one cared about that. Then a rather curious thing happened. A woman in a red dress ran out of the crowd and grabbed James by the hand.
Oh, James, can we have a taste of your marvelous peach?
Why, of course. Eat all you want. It won't keep forever anyway.
Thank you.
Well, needless to say, this was the beginning to the end of our splendid peach. People came from everywhere, and they swarmed like ants all over the giant peach, eating and eating until their hearts were content. And to James, who never dreamed there were so many people in this world, it was the most marvelous thing that had ever happened to him. By the time the procession was over, the whole gigantic fruit had been completely eaten up, and the only thing that remained was the big brown peach stone right in the middle. And thus the journey ended, but our travelers lived on. The earthworm, with his lovely pink skin, was employed by a face cream company that did commercials on television. The glowworm became the light inside the Statue of Liberty, and thus saved a grateful city from having to pay a huge electricity bill every year. The old green grasshopper became a member of the New York Symphony Orchestra, where his playings were greatly admired. Miss Spider, after learning to make nylon thread instead of silk, set up a factory and made ropes for tightrope walkers. The ladybug, who had been haunted all of her life, that her house was on fire and all of her children were gone, married the head of the fire department and lived happily ever after. The centipede became vice president, charge of sales for a high-class boot and shoe manufactory. And as for the enormous peach stone, it was set up permanently in Central Park and became a famous monument. But it was not only a famous monument, but it was a famous house. And inside that house lived James Henry Trotter. And every day the children from the city came to the park to play with him. And that really is the end of how the saddest, loneliest boy you'll ever meet grew a giant peach, traveled across the ocean, and found a new home with more friends and more happiness than anyone could wish for. We thank you for coming to see us today. Safe journey home, and goodbye. I butchered my last lines so bad. I gave it back to. I kept it together, but I messed up so bad. But no one knew.